All right, I'm Osei Kweku, and welcome to the Daily Mix. Make sure you follow me at Osei the Dark Secret, and listen to me 2 p.m. until 7 p.m. on 100.3 The Beat. Now, former President Bill Clinton was in town last week. St. Louis was the third and final stop on a national tour of programs funded by the Clinton Foundation. He started off the day at Gateway Elementary School to see how the Alliance for a Healthier Generation is working with the school to improve students' health and physical activity. Next, he toured Metro Market, a donated city bus that has been transformed into a mobile grocery store. The Grocery Store on Wheels is a project connected with the Clinton Global Initiative and provides fresh and healthy food to areas of the city that are in a food desert. His final stop was with the Girls Inc. Eureka program. The program is designed to provide increased STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and math education to girls and young women in low-income neighborhoods. You can learn more about these and other initiatives at clintonfoundation.org. Is the home of the St. Louis Blues closer to getting a new name? The internet has been abuzz ever since last week when a Reddit user posted a picture of the Jumbotron with a rendering of Scott Trade Center rebranded as Enterprise Arena. A new name for the 23-year-old building doesn't come as a surprise. After TD Ameritrade acquired Scott Trade, it was announced that the name would change. So the big question is this real or fake? According to multiple sources, the photo was real. It was actually part of a sales pitch to the Blues that they were making to Enterprise. However, they are just one of several companies interested in those naming rights. As of now, nothing has been decided, and there's no word yet on when we'll be seeing a new name on the side of the arena. Kurt and Brenda Warner are once again hosting their First Things First Foundation's Warner's Warm-Up Coat Drive. Since the program began 17 years ago, hundreds of thousands of coats have been collected. You can help add to that total by donating a new or gently used coat to the program. Drop-off locations are located throughout the bi-state at participating locations including Mattress Firm, FedEx, Look After Hair Company, Us Again Benz, Gateway Region Wise, Starbucks, local police stations, and credit unions. Monetary donations are also being accepted to help buy new coats for children in need. The drive kicked off on November 1st and will run through November 14th. For more information or to find a drop-off location near you, visit kurtwarner.org. Coming up, we're going to be joined by Darcella Craven and get a little insight for our veterans. All right, right now, let's get into today's Daily Mix. All right, there's just one day left to enjoy an urban hayride in Forest Park. The city of St. Louis offers the fall hayrides from 7 until 7:20 and from 8 to 8:20. The wagons, which are pulled by tractors, depart from Faulkner Drive at Clayton Avenue near the Science Center in 5-minute increments. Once the 45-minute ride is over, groups are invited to return to the picnic grounds and relax around a bonfire. They're also welcome to bring treats for roasting, such as hot dogs and marshmallows. The last date for the 2017 hayrides will be Saturday, November 18th. There will be no hayrides this weekend due to the Veterans Day holiday. Reservations for groups of up to 20 people can be made Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. by calling the park's permit section at 314-289-8550. Do you know a middle or high school student who is interested in performing in musical theater? The Mooney's newest education initiative may be just for them. Acting for Musical Theater is a program that focuses on integrated storytelling within a musical. Throughout the 12-week course, students will develop the tools needed to combine acting with song and dance. Classes will include exercises, improv and scene work, song study, and physical movement. Students will gain a higher level of confidence, the ability to be more spontaneous, and a freer, imaginative approach to future performance opportunities. The Muni is currently accepting applications for the winter semester, which begins on January 8th. For more information or to apply, visit muni.org. The holidays are just around the corner, and the Office of Financial Empowerment is inviting you to take control of your family's financial future. Operation Hope offers free workshops to help you with credit and money management. Through these workshops, you can learn how to establish or improve your credit score, create a budget, increase your savings, increase your savings and decrease your debt, and you can also learn how to read a credit report and how to correct errors that may be having a negative effect on your credit rating. The next free workshop will take place on Thursday, November 16th from 5 to 8 p.m. at O'Fallon Park Rec Complex. You can find more information and RSVP online at stlofe.org/events. November is National Family Literacy Month, and the Magic House is celebrating with storyteller Bobby Norfolk. Norfolk, a St. Louis native, has been storytelling since 1979, using a combination of comedy and theater to entertain his audiences. He'll be presenting Back to the Books, a lively program that brings characters to life as he highlights the joy of reading. Norfolk's presentation is part of the Visiting Artist Series, a year-long celebration of arts that brings professional artists to the museum one weekend every month to demonstrate their techniques. You can watch Back to the Books on Saturday, November 11th and Sunday, November 12th, with performances at 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. each day. For more information, check out magichouse.org. If you plan on coming out to the Magic House to catch Back to the Books or any of the other fun activities going on at the Magic House, be sure to stop by your pantry first. This weekend is the annual Kids Can Help food drive. Not only will kids have a chance to help those less fortunate, but they can also play all day for free. Children under the ages of 12 who bring in 3 canned goods each will receive free admission to the museum on Saturday and Sunday. The museum will be open from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. this Saturday, November 11th, and from 11 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, November 12th. For more information about the food drive and all of the activities and events, visit magichouse.org. Where would we be without the compassion and selfless service of nurses? While their efforts may sometimes go unnoticed, their dedication remains the same. And for that, St. Louis Magazine is once again honoring these hardworking nurses. Submissions are now being accepted for their 9th annual Excellence in Nursing Awards. All currently licensed nurses who have been trained in a formal nursing program are eligible. They can practice in a hospital or office, private duty or school. It doesn't matter. They go above and beyond, and St. Louis Magazine wants to hear from you. Once submissions are closed, a selection committee will carefully narrow the field to a group of finalists, which will be announced online next spring. The winners will then be unveiled in St. Louis Magazine's May 2018 issue. Nominations are due by Friday, November 17th at 11:59 p.m. For more information or to nominate a nurse, visit stlmag.com. The National Blues Museum's newest traveling exhibit is now open. The Blues in Black and White, the photography of Kirk West, presented by curators Kirk and Kirsten West, features black and white photographs of blues artists such as Albert King, B.B. King, John Lee Hooker, Willie Dixon, Big Mama Thornton, the Allman Brothers Band, and more. Most of the photographs were taken in Chicago after Kirk's passion for the blues drew him there. To be closer to the source, this quote from the National Blues Museum's Executive Director, Dion Brown, best describes the exhibit. These photographs are real and raw. They are not staged, and they capture the essence of the blues artists, whether they are performing or relaxing after a show. The Blues in Black and White will be on display at the National Blues Museum through February 4th, 2018. For more information, visit nationalbluesmuseum.org. 105.7 The Point is bringing The Urge back to the pageant later this month. The St. Louis-based ska punk band is a longtime favorite of many. Formed in 1987 by lead singer Steve Ewing and bassist Carl Grable, the original band debuted in 1989 with Bust Me That 40. Since then, the group has released several albums with hits like All Washed Up, Jump Right In, Too Much Stereo, and How Does It Feel, just to name a few. They'll be playing to all ages when they take the stage at the pageant on Saturday, November 18th. Doors open at 7 p.m. and the show starts at 8 p.m. For ticket and show information, visit thepageant.com. St. Louis Lambert International Airport has a new store that is sure to satisfy your sweet tooth. Sweet Indulgences is now open near Gate A8 on the A concourse, which serves Delta, United, and Air Canada, as well as vacation charter flights. Their travelers will find a range of candies and treats, giving them a master selection from names like Ghirardelli, Jelly Belly, Godiva, Hershey, and Lindt. They will also feature the authentic European variations of sweets from Cadbury and Toblerone, which vary from the United States offerings. Local favorites Bissinger's and Chocolate Company will also be on display, along with Fitz Drinks. If it's salty you crave, they have you covered there as well. Savory treats such as gourmet popcorn, chips, nuts, and more will also be available. You can read more about sweet indulgences by visiting flystl.com or following St. Louis Lambert on Facebook and Twitter at flystl. This Saturday is Veterans Day, and you're invited to join in the Veterans Day 5K event and salute those who bravely serve our country. Join St. Patrick's Center and run or walk in honor of veterans everywhere. The family-friendly event features a timed 5K, a free kids dash, and a 1-mile fun run. Walkers and pets are welcome to participate. There will be tons of entertainment, a DJ, face painting, a bubble bus, a photo booth, playtime with puppies from the APA, and chiropractic massages and muscle work. There will be appearances by Fred Bird and Louie, and of course, there will be plenty of refreshments, including snacks, hot chocolate, coffee, courtesy of Renoco, and beer for those 21 and over, courtesy of Anheuser-Busch. Participants will also receive a long-sleeve moisture wicking race shirt. All proceeds from the Veterans Day 5K will go to St. Patrick's Center, which annually assists over 1,000 veterans who are homeless or at risk. It all takes place downtown at Soldiers Memorial this Saturday, November 11th, with the 5K fun run kicking off at 9 a.m. To register or for more information, visit stpatrickcenter.org. The Veterans Day 5K will be held in conjunction with the 34th Annual St. Louis Regional Veterans Day Observance Ceremony and Parade. The race will finish up with an award ceremony at 10:30 a.m. Following that, on the same stage will be the Veterans Day ceremony by the city. The parade will step off at noon after the Veterans Day ceremony. The parade route will start at Tucker and Market and will head west on Market to Union Station at 20th Street. You can find out more information about the 5K and the parade at fleetfeetstlouis.com or by calling the St. Louis City Office of Special Events at 314-589-6640. And the celebration continues immediately following the Veterans Day Parade. The St. Louis Veterans Business Resource Center will be hosting the second annual St. Louis Veterans Pub Crawl in Soulard. The Resource Center serves all veterans and active duty personnel, including men and women in the National Guard and reservists of all branches. The organization is dedicated to helping them achieve their dreams of owning and successfully operating their own businesses. The event will include a 50-50 drawing, a free bar tab auction, and more. The Veterans Pub Crawl will take place this Saturday, November 11th, from 1:30 to 10 p.m. in Soulard, starting at Great Grizzlies. For more information, visit stlveteranspubcrawl.com. 100% of the proceeds of the pub crawl will benefit the Veterans Business Resource Center to help veterans in business. Joining me now is the president of the VBRC, Darcella Craven. She's here to tell us more about the center taking place this weekend. Darcella, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about what you all do and how you've grown here in St. Louis.
So the Veterans Business Resource Center assists all military men and women and their families with startup and expansion of small business. We have since 2004. We're the first ones in the country to get up and running. We operate the Veterans Business Outreach Center, which takes care of all those same folks in 4.5 states. So we're really excited about being able to help men and women achieve their dreams of owning their own small business.
I know obviously this has a special place or connection for you because you are a veteran.
Yes, I am a service-disabled Army veteran. I had my own small business, and when I ran my small business, I had no awareness of this place, and I really messed up a couple of times. So I'm really glad that we can help those men and women and their families do better.
Okay, so tell me about some of the challenges people may not know facing veterans that want to pursue an entrepreneurship or want to expand their business.
It can be a really tough time if you've come from a military space where maybe for 20 years you've worked with a really good unit, and then you get out and there's really no way for you to continue that same camaraderie. And so that can be a challenge for a lot of those folks. Many times they don't get out at the same place in which they went in, so they don't have a lot of family unless they have family with them. So we're here to help them maybe navigate that process if they're interested in starting a small business.
Okay. How long have you been in this position?
I have been doing this, well, for almost 12 years now, and I've been the executive director for about 7.
Okay, so this is pretty big for St. Louis to have been the initial one to jump this off and start off in the country?
Well, absolutely.
Okay.
We were the first. We're always the first, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we were the first to get up and running, and we helped 2 other places get up and running in Boston and then in Flint, Michigan. And then we became a part of the bigger regional program. And so there's now 20 centers just like us across the country.
Awesome. So for anybody that's watching or knows a veteran that may need your assistance or help, how do they get in touch with you? What do they need to do?
First step is to visit our website at vetbiz.com, and it is open to all military, including their family members. So please make sure that they reach out as well, and then request for counseling. And then from the evaluation, we'll move on to where you should be in our process. We do transition assistance, we do training and consulting, business plan creation, market research, and general mentoring as well.
Okay, so Darcella, tell me this. Do you have any stories of veterans who are currently operating their businesses in the St. Louis area that perhaps we can look up?
Oh my goodness, so yes. So we just featured Justin Bennett, who is a minority business owner, on our Veterans Summit for Entrepreneurship, which just happened last week. And Justin started with an idea and brought his family into it, and he came to us and we kind of just helped him just navigate the system a little bit here and there. He has now grown to, I believe, over 10 employees. He is located downtown in the T-Rex building with us, and so we can provide him with more mentoring as he continues to grow. Because we don't just leave them once they start their business, we stay around like the bad house guest that doesn't leave.
Right. So when you're initially starting, what are some of the initial things or foundational things that you may assist with?
The first thing is an assessment. Where are you? Do you really want to do this? We do stand a lot of time on whether or not this is your right direction. And then why are you starting this small business? So we do a lot of the assessment. Then we move into the more technical stuff. Do you have a business plan? Do you need to create one? Do you need financials? That sort of thing. And then we just move on through the business consulting process.
Okay. All right. Well, there it is. Making it happen with Darcella Craven. We really appreciate your work and the commitment that you have to our veterans here in St. Louis. Should be a big weekend, right?
Absolutely.
All right. It is. All right. So there we have it. Darcella Craven joining us, and any veterans that are in need, certainly please reach out to her. That's going to do it for today's show. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We definitely want to hear from you. And that's it for the Daily Mix today. But keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis.